Good morning and welcome back, ladies, gents and Pikachus. It's time to find out what's in the box. So for those of you who missed it, we've been doing a kind of psychological test called the morality box and baby test, in which you're presented with a box like this one here, and you have to decide, are you going to shoot the box without knowing what's in there? And the motivation for you shooting the box is, if you shoot the box, you win $10 billion cash, and you get a miracle vial with a cure for cancer, or in fact any disease that you choose that you want to cure. Also in the morality pool, I put a little bit more of a challenge in it because everyone obviously answered the same. They said, nah, I'd never shoot the box. You can give me as much money as you want. I will not, because I have great human morality. So I thought, okay, then let's test whether your morality is good. I added to the challenge, you have a child who suffers from an incurable disease. And unless you get the vial, which you get for shooting the box, your child will die. Now the three options for what might possibly be in the box are, there's a 33% chance that the box is completely empty, in which case you're winning the money and the cure for your child for absolutely nothing more than shooting a cardboard box down. There was a 33% chance that it may well be one of your neighbour's pet dogs in there, so you end up shooting the pet dog. And there's a 33% chance that within this cardboard box that you will shoot is a sleeping newborn baby who will, in the annals of its life, grow up to scientifically progress and develop a cure for all diseases by the end of its life, which your child will not get to use, because obviously your child's going to die before this child, that may well be in this box, grows up to cure cancer. So, the proposition is, will you shoot the box, yes or no, in return for $10 billion and a vial with a miracle cure in, which you need because your child is going to die in the next year from this incurable disease, considering that there's a 33% chance the box is empty, 33% chance that it's got a dog in there, and a 33% chance that it's a sleeping, innocent, newborn baby who is going to cure diseases in its life with its own work. So, before we shoot the box, or before we roll the dice to find out what's in there, I had 25 people in all. They pretty much all contacted me privately. Nobody was willing to go public with whether they would shoot the box or not, and the reasoning why. A few people had the courage to actually comment, and they did say whether they would or not. But the results are as follows. 23 of the 25 people, after a short conversation, were convinced that shooting the box was the right thing to do, and they would do it without remorse. Whether or not there was a dog, a baby, or nothing in the box, in their head and their own words, they said they would do anything to make sure their child was cured, even if it meant the expense of a dog, a baby, and a future cure for disease for the rest of humanity. One guy actually said he would sacrifice the entirety of humanity in order that his child would be cured and would survive. Another one said that he would shoot me for offering the proposition and then steal the box and take it home with him. So let's find out what is in the box. So how are we going to figure out what's inside the box? What I'm going to do is roll these dice. They're just standard board game dice, or a dice is two actually, a die is one. So I've got one dice here with two die. And the amount of spots I've got in total here is 6 times 2, so I've got 12 dots. So that means there's a 33% chance of getting 1 to 4, a 33% chance of getting 5 to 8, and a 33% chance of getting 9 to 12. So there are 3 sets of proposition answers. We're going to get a baby, a dog, or nothing in the box by rolling 1 to 4, 5 to 8, or 9 to 12. Now, I might as well let you know, the average position that you'll roll with a dice set of 2 like this is 7. So the probability is that the middle set is the most likely result. So what I'm going to do, just to make it even more fair to everyone, I'm going to put nothing in the middle set. The one that's most likely to get rolled is nothing. I'm going to put the dog first and the baby last. So 1 to 4 rolls dog, 5 to 8 rolls nothing, 6 to 12 rolls baby. Let's go, let's see what's in there. You lucky, lucky buggers. So, as you saw, we rolled a 5. And a 5 means there is nothing in the box after all. So, no baby nor a dog ended up getting shot. It was nothing in there. And the 23 atheists who said they would shoot the box win their $10 billion and their vial, and their children all get saved. So you may well say, told you Christians who said no, they wouldn't under any circumstances shoot the box. We told you to shoot the box and you were idiots not to do it. But if we extrapolate this test out over the entire human race, only 8% of the human race are going to say no to shooting the box, and 92% are going to shoot the box. So that means 96% of humanity would take a 1 in 3 chance of killing a newborn innocent baby, which is going to grow up and cure diseases, in order to save one child. And the reason they're going to do that is because the child is their own child. So when you think about it like that, the only way to ensure 100% of babies survive over the extrapolation of giving this test to everybody on Earth is to say no to human morality, which is led by reason, sometimes can turn out in a good result, but under pressure can be rigged to always give you a bad result, shooting the box. And the reason is because the 8% of people who didn't want to shoot the box under any circumstance are saying no to human morality. They are not using reasoning. They are deferring to a higher power, God, and in God's eyes, you do not shoot that box. You don't care what's in there. So the conclusion is, human morality without God comes down to a dice roll of reasoning. If you can find a good reason why you personally think something should be done, despite it being a loss for someone else, whoever's baby it was or dog would be losing out there, then that is not moral. It might be logical, it might be reasonable, it might even have evidence on show to demonstrate to others why it was the right thing to do. But if it was your baby in the box, then you would say, under no circumstances would a moral person ever take that shot, regardless of the money and the cure for cancer. And that means the conclusion is, morality is not a reasonable thing. It is not something which we can logically design and come out with on our own. As we saw, 92% of people thought that morality meant shooting this box, and then were willing to celebrate when their dice roll returned a good result for them, despite the fact that if everyone on Earth took that test, 2/3 of people would not have got that result and would have ended up either shooting a dog or ending the life of an innocent baby, and they would have said it was good in order that their child can get the cure. So now we know the data is there, we've done the experiments, we have done the dice rolls. God's morality is the only version of morality which 100% of the time will not kill the baby that might well be in this box, that in 2/3 of scenarios will be in that box. And human morality, although in some cases looks very, very good and does generate a good result, is inconsistent and is wide open to corruption when we put people under pressure by taking something they personally desire or want or care about and risking that being taken away from them. In that circumstance, they will say, I don't care whose baby is in the box, I am going to shoot that box in order that my baby be saved. So, that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed that and you really learned from the conclusion here, which is that Christians and atheists have the same human morality. There is no difference between the two, but the 8% of humanity who ignore that human morality and refuse to use reason to overrule the higher power of God's morality, they are the only people that can 100% of the time guarantee that no dogs or innocent babies will die by them taking that shot when they are put under emotional pressure and not given a chance to have any other way of curing their child. They will take that shot, and it will be moral to them, but not to the rest of the species, and certainly not to the parents of the baby who was in the box, in some cases. So, that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed that and you learned something. God bless you all, and I'll see you lovely people in the next one. Bye now. And there we have it, the results are in. Like it or not, human morality kinda sucks when it's under pressure and generates a bad result 92% of the time, so hopefully we will defer to that higher power. That's all for now, God bless you all, have a lovely day, and I'll see you beautiful people in the next one. Bye!